Okay, YouTube. Today is a special day. Today is gonna be my first Pop the Balloon reaction. I love this show, and I know if you're familiar with it, you probably love it too. It's like a modern day game for, I want to say, for people of color, predominantly black. But it's an awesome show. I'd encourage anybody to follow it. Wonderful host Arlette. They just launched the big Netflix version of this that I believe they licensed. So big kudos to them for being top creators. I did want to skip the intro just to avoid any copyright flags. But nonetheless, we're gonna jump into the mix. I'm gonna give you guys my pure and honest reaction. And without further ado, let's go.
Into Pop the Balloon, I do want to say thank you to Fashion Nova for sponsoring this video. The dress that I have on today is called the Delaney Ruffle Sleeve Maxi Dress in green. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette, and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And we have some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies!
Good lineup.
All right, so we're going to be bringing out some single men one by one. When he comes around this corner, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything you're just really not feeling, you know you can't take them back to meet your family, whatever it is, pop your balloon, and then I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, let's go ahead.
All right, so let me say something about this lineup. All the ladies look beautiful. You got everything you would probably want in terms of variety here. Every complexion, hairstyle, whatnot. So I'm feeling this panel. All the girls look lovely. Yeah, some are different size or whatever, but everything is about preference, right? So let's keep it going.
And get started. With that being said, let's bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is David.
David, how old are you?
I'm 36.
And what do you do?
I'm a limousine chauffeur.
You're what?
I'm a chauffeur.
A chauffeur. Okay, nice. And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like walking. I like going to the gym, traveling, shopping, bowling, going to the gun range, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
Somebody that is respectful, somebody that will not talk down on me, mature, easygoing.
Nice.
Not too much.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
I don't like a woman that talks down on a man.
Okay.
A woman that likes to constantly argue. Those are my red flags.
Okay, nice. So we did get some Pop Balloon.
All right, so dude comes off mad regular. I mean, he's a limousine driver. Nothing really popping out in terms of you know how this guy is gonna play out with this. He's already got 3 pop balloons, three girls waiting on him. Let's see how the females react to him.
Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. All right, let's start here. We can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm 27.
And Vanessa, what do you do?
I am a founder of a social networking experience in Dallas, Texas, combining culinary arts and...
Vanessa is fine. She is fine. And that dress is dressing.
Art for a unique social networking experience.
And so why'd you end up popping your balloon?
First and foremost, I really like your suit. You came dressed impressed. Clearly, I like that the tie matches the handkerchief. Style-wise, it's definitely there. I just feel like the initial attraction wasn't there for me.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
She good looking. She's not my type.
And what makes her not your type?
I like you thick.
Thank you. We gotta hop back over here. Come on this way. Okay, we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I am 26 years old.
Ashley, what do you do?
I am an office administrator, and I'm a YouTuber, and I do basketball content.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
First, it was the age. You said you were 36?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it was the age, and then I just didn't like how the comment was, she's, not as thick. I don't know why he would say that.
All right, so she's the second girl mentioning age on this. Last I heard, 26, 36. That's all right. She above 21. I think when it gets to that level of range and difference of age, it's all about maturity. So you're gonna find some 26-year-olds out there who can handle somebody who's 40. You know what I'm saying? So, and they may want that. They may prefer that, in fact, So that, I think, is kind of like, okay, that's one. Two, she popped on the man saying that the other girl was not thick enough. And that to me is like, okay, so you can't have a preference, So it's just weird when they pop on things like that. But let's keep going.
Like it shouldn't be off, based off who's thick and not. So yeah.
All right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful. I like her skin.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Can we get two more? Oh, okay. Start over here. Your name and age.
My name's Kim Brianna, and I'm 26.
Hey, Kim Brianna, what do you do?
I'm a full-time doctorate student.
You're getting your doctorate in?
Naturopathic medicine.
Okay, girl. And why did you end up popping your...
Can somebody please tell me in the comments what the hell naturopathic medicine is? I've never heard of this.
Blue.
Just the age, really. I'm 26, he's 36. That's like 11 years. That's a push for me. But you look good. You clean.
Last I checked, 26 and 36, I think that's 10 years apart. But that was last I checked.
You did it, for sure.
You're beautiful too.
And she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's very good looking.
Thank you.
I like her smile.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's gone over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janine. I'm 28. Sorry.
28?
Yeah, I just had a birthday.
Happy birthday. And what do you do?
I'm the owner and operator of Pretty Breeze Braids here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Did you do your own braids?
I did.
It's beautiful.
It took a long time.
And what did you end up?
Now, when you look at this girl's braids, you could tell they look pretty nice. You would assume somebody else did those braids. I mean, they look pretty clean from here. So kudos to her doing her thing.
Popping your balloon.
I just didn't like the haircut. I don't like it. Thank you.
And now she's someone that's your type.
She's very beautiful, very attractive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And let's go on over here. Your name and age.
I'm Deanna and I'm 29.
Deanna, what do you do?
I'm a direct support professional.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The haircut. I would say the haircut for me, yeah. But he is dressed nice.
Now, what is a direct support professional? I don't know if that means she's like a life coach or if she's like a executive assistant. I don't know what that means. So somebody tell me what that means too.
Haircut. Why is it taking you out?
How do you want it?
Probably lower and like all even wrong. Yeah.
It came down.
Spoiler alert, this girl in the red only likes guys with low haircuts. I don't know why. I'm not sure what it is, her thing, but anybody who has even over 3 centimeters of hair, she's not gonna like. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, just so you know.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
So you're more focused on the haircut.
Well, initial attraction. I mean, just to be specific, it's the haircut for me for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wouldn't want you to change that. That's what you like.
I agree. I was just asking. Just want to know.
Yeah.
She's someone that's your type.
She's very beautiful. Very good looking.
Thank you.
Head back this way. We do still have an unpopped balloon.
Let's have your name and age, please.
I am Brittany. I'm 28.
Hey, Brittany, what do you do?
I am an office coordinator. I also am in school to become a sign language interpreter.
Nice.
All right, so Brittany, still have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
I wanted to hear more information about you and get a chance to ask you some questions as well.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Do
you guys have any questions for another? Go ahead.
Yes. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have any children.
Okay.
I just gotta say, man, it's a weird world we live in out here, y'all. I'm out here in a parking lot trying to do this reaction, and you got a completely empty parking lot, and some weird, sketchy person decides out of all 100 spots, they want to park right next to me. People are so freaking weird, man. Beware, stranger danger. People are so weird out here, man. I don't understand it. You know, I don't own the lot, but out of all 100 spots, this person drives and parks right next to me while I'm taping. Never mind. Let's keep going, you guys. Sorry about that.
And what is your relationship like with your mom?
We get along very well. We talk every day.
Yes. And what would you say you were looking for in a woman?
I like an easygoing woman, a woman that will not.
A lot of women are gonna ask you, how do you get along with your mom? And this is one that is kind of delicate for me, because unfortunately, you know, unlike most people, I don't have that kind of relationship, and there's good reason. There's good reason for that. You know, and there's always a good reason for that, which is why I don't think that's a legitimate question to base off of, you know, how a person would treat another woman. But that's me. That's my own personal opinion. I'll, you know, move on because I don't want to keep going deep into that. But I just think that that's a loaded question for me.
Talk down on me. A woman that will not disrespect me. Someone with a good sense of humor.
And do you provide a space where she can feel safe enough to not have to be combative or have to question what your motives are?
Yeah, I'm a very fun guy to be.
If y'all see me looking all weird and paranoid off to the side, it's because I'm in a public parking lot. And unfortunately, there are weirdos who will walk right up to your car and just start being weird. So just bear with me. If you see me looking all crazy, you know, it's because something crazy might be going on near me. So bear with me, guys.
I don't get along with everybody, but if you get to know me, I'm a good guy.
Okay, what do you mean by you don't?
Why did he say that? Why did he say he don't get along with everybody? That's a clear red flag on his part. That's a clear red flag on his part. That lets you know that for whatever reason, people have had beef with him in the past, in relationships, for whatever reason. That's a red flag for him, and he put it out there. Sometimes we volunteer information that we do not need to volunteer.
To get along with everyone.
Because people don't give the chance. That's all.
Okay.
But those that give me the chance know I'm a good guy.
And do you have any felonies?
No. Never.
That's a hard question. Okay.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I like how she looks good. It's beautiful.
Do you have any questions for her? She was throwing them all out.
Oh, okay. I love what you had to say, and I wanted to know. But overall look, I need a taller man. I do. I like a taller man. I like a man who is at least like 6'2", minimum.
Okay.
But I'd like to hear what you had to say. Yes.
That was a cop out. She just really, she got that flag that I was telling you about.
That's your preference.
Yes, that is my preference.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11". Some people say I look taller, but I'm 5'11".
Okay, got it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's head back. So that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming on. I'll take the mic.
Okay, so obviously that guy didn't match, so let's go to the next.
Both with.
Okay, love that. So now what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love to exercise. I love to travel. I love to learn as well.
Okay.
And what are you looking for in a woman?
I'm looking for a woman who loves God and just who does have a nice career and also who is very nice on the inside as well.
All right.
What are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, if she doesn't believe in God, if she just is inside of her home, and if she's not nice on the inside.
All right, we like that.
So I want to say something before we get to this one. Now, this gentleman comes off as very clean cut, you know what I'm saying? Young dude, religious, you know, dressed very professionally. Nothing wrong here, right? Dude seems very, very regular. Seems like he's gonna catch him something nice. As we watch this go on, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go over there, see why they ended up popping. All right. Your name and age.
I'm Brittany. I am 28.
And Brittany, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon just off the first glance. I wasn't a fan of the full outfit. It's very nice, but it just wasn't what I was looking for.
So that was Brittany, someone that's your type.
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous. Very nice hair, very nice dress, very nice heels.
Thank you.
I would say definitely.
Yo, that wrist flex on the hair mentioning, that wrist, whoa, heavy pause. But, all right, whatever. You know, maybe he's a little bit androgynous, okay? Let's not judge, okay? Let's not judge.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here we got two more pops down here. Your name and age.
I'm Janine. I'm 28.
Janine, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I think you're dressed very nice. I love everything that you said. It was just off of initial attraction. It just kind of felt like we wouldn't match personalities. I feel like you're very well spoken, and that's really good. I'm just looking for someone with a little gangster lean in them. Just a little bit, not too much, but yeah. Thank you.
Hey, back in the day before I knew Christ, I was a little bit like that, but I'm gonna change. That's okay. I appreciate it though.
We do not believe that, but I digress.
Appreciate it. What's that?
Where are you from?
I live in Chicago, but I'm from East Africa. The country is called Eritrea. It's north of Ethiopia.
That's awesome.
Small country.
Shout out to Eritrea. I got a couple homies from Eritrea. These are some of the most loyal, dependable people you will ever meet. Shout out to Eritrea. I'm very familiar with people from there. So shout out.
Thank you.
And now she's someone that's your type.
I think she's gorgeous. She looks like a queen. I love the hair. Love the beads.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
What's going
over
here?
Your name and age.
Anna,
and I'm 29.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The initial attraction, I would say again, the haircut. Like specific.
Didn't I tell you the hair? Didn't I tell you about the hair?
With that, I'm sorry. But yeah, it would be the haircut for me. He has everything, it sounds like, together, so yeah.
So what kind of haircut do you like?
Low. I just need it low and all around. Yeah, man. Okay. You know, just keep it simple, but it looks good on him, but just for me, you know. Got it. Yeah.
And now she's someone that's your type.
I think she's gorgeous on the outside. It's not a heck yes, but she's fine. I'm sure she'll find another great man on the show, definitely.
Thank you.
We got one back over here. Your name and age.
I'm Ashley, and I am 26.
Ashley, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just see us being like really good friends. Like that's all.
Now, what does that tell y'all? What does that tell y'all, man? That's another red flag. Them girls is not looking at him like, and when I'm gonna say it, but again, spoiler alert, but them girls ain't looking at him like a piece of meat. They looking at him like he could come into the dressing room, like he can go into the fitting room with them and give suggestions and stuff, and they go out for coffee and stuff, but there ain't no chemistry. They all looking at him like he one of the girlfriends, unfortunately. Sorry, brother. You might have to go hit the weight room. You might have to, boost up your testosterone a little bit. You feel me? Grow some more facial hair. You know, just do what you gotta do, bruh. Cause I don't know what it is, man, but you ain't coming all good to these ladies.
Like you're very handsome. I love the way you talk. Like you have really good energy. Like that's why I feel like we should be like best friends. That's the only thing.
No romantic
vibes. Just like really good friends, and as well like we can grow together in Christ. You know.
AKA the friend zone. You don't want to be in that zone.
Amen.
I love God. Yeah.
All right.
She's someone that's your type?
Definitely.
She's definitely nice. The way she talks on the inside. And I'm also friends with a lot of people I do date eventually, because I think in a marriage it's good to first be best friends and then go.
That's very true.
If I'm not your cup of tea,
that's all right.
You'll find another great man.
Thank you.
All right. Jonas, we've got two beautiful ladies left. Let's go ahead and
ask them a question.
When you're stressed out or anxious, what are ways that you cope with it?
Okay. Start here.
Name an age first, and then answer this question.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm 27. When I'm stressed out or anxious, I definitely pray. I have a very strong prayer life. I also have social groups from communities like that I built from church, so like small groups and stuff. I'll quickly text in a group message like.
Now, some of these girls, I'm not gonna lie, some of these girls, I think, and just from watching this show a lot, I think a lot of these girls know within the first 2 seconds whether or not they're gonna match with you. However, I think the timing of when they pop their balloons is like almost like a free plug, you know what I'm saying? Because the attention goes to whoever pops the balloon. So if a girl feels like she's not gonna match with a dude, and she feels like, okay, well, if I'm not gonna match with the dude, I might as well go ahead and get my branding opportunity, shout out my Instagram, shout out my business. But that's how it looks. That's how it looks sometimes. Because a lot of times I could tell from the jump that all these girls ain't gonna pick this dude, you know? But I feel like the way they do their popping of the balloon is kind of like, again, their plug, their free plug. You might as well use this. A lot of people are gonna watch this, right? So it's just like when people go on Shark Tank and they know they're not gonna go there and get a deal, right?
Hey, what's going on? You know, but prayer first and foremost.
Okay. And what about over here? Your name and age first, and then answer this question.
My name's Ken Brianna, and I'm 26, and I would say how I cope with anxiety and being stressed out. Recently, I've been doing like tapping, like emotional freedom technique, just tapping, or I'll just sometimes if I'm anxious or overwhelmed, because I am a full-time doctorate student, naturopathic medicine. Like sometimes it's a cry and then I'm good, or sometimes it's a walk, or sometimes it's a call my cousin, or sometimes it's a call my sisters. But yeah, I think that's how I say I would cope with it. Or I go do a workout, do some Pilates, listen to some music, dance in the mirror, something like that. Yeah, some self-care stuff.
And then what about for yourself?
Long story short, this guy doesn't match with anybody. I'm just gonna save you guys time, all right? I'm not gonna purposely make this video an hour-long video and waste you guys time. This guy doesn't match with anybody. Move on to the next.
Don't try to talk about why stuff doesn't work. It's like how can stuff work? Try to have a positive attitude like that. Number two, like I'm not saying you got to be overly religious, but just like don't be atheist. Like don't say I don't believe in anything. And I'm sad. It's 2025. I gotta say this. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have to. But like for the sake of my kids, our kids, our future kids that I don't have yet. Please, because kids are brutal today. If you have something for a subscription for $9.95 to OnlyFans or something like that, where they can get made fun of at the lunch table, or I gotta actually when someone toasts and says, "Hey, I know she'll make you happy," I gotta say, "What do you mean by that?"
This is wild. This is wild, and this is so bad that you gotta say this in 2025. But on everything, I had this happen to one of my homies in college. Not gonna mention which homie it was, but Apparently he was at like a party or something, and I don't know if someone said this girl's gonna make you happy or something like that, but they hinted, I don't know if they came up and did one of those Drake hugs where, you know, you come up to your ex while you know she at the club with her current dude. But this definitely happens. So ladies, if you out here giving up that box or you on OnlyFans, you need to give your man a heads up, especially if you live in a small town, because people talk. People do talk.
That's a problem. That's a problem. So I don't think that's a big ask, but today you just gotta ask that. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right.
We got some pop balloons.
Let's go on over there. See why they ended up popping.
All right, so we'll
start over here. Your name and age.
I'm Janine. I'm 28.
Janine, why
did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped for a couple reasons. They're very superficial, so it's nothing personal. Obviously, I don't know you, but it was the mismatch colored jewelry, like that.
You mean the two-tone and the tennis string?
This girl got on my nerve when she said this. She popped on this man because he had a silver and a gold chain, or maybe a white gold and a gold chain. Ladies, if y'all making choices off of this kind of stuff, y'all deserve to be future cat ladies. Y'all deserve to be future cat ladies if you out here popping your balloon because my chain don't match. You mean I can have everything else, a clean cut, a nice job, you know, great vocabulary, all that, good height, nice teeth, and you still gonna look at my chain? I mean, I'm not probably even wearing that 90% of the time. That's crazy to me. And honestly, she the biggest girl up there. Not saying nothing. Some people love big girls. I like big girls. I like them big and cute, just like her. She pretty, you know, but I just feel like that's not something to pop on. Notice none of the girls popped over that. So to me, I just feel like off the rip, if she's popping over stuff like that, I don't see her getting matched up with anybody. I don't remember if she matched up with anybody, but if she's popping over chains, I don't see her leaving with anybody. I'm sorry. And that's completely not because of her weight, obviously. Very, very, you know, attractive woman if you like that kind of size, but I don't see why she popped on my man like that. That was crazy.
Yeah. I just don't like that combo. I don't know. I just don't like it. And then the shoes, and then also the height. Like I said, those are very also like superficial things. I normally don't wear heels, but today I am. So
my man got J's, and he's at least 2 or 3 inches taller than her, and she's wearing high heels. That's crazy.
Any occasion I do want to throw on heels, I kind of do want to be a little bit taller than my partner. But I do like everything you said. I think you're really funny, outgoing, and I think like your head is really on a good path and going straight forward.
So obviously I have to ask, how tall are you?
5'11".
5'11". Okay.
See, Arlette gonna come after her. Arlette coming after her now. Arlette like, I ain't gonna keep bringing all these single men who got life going for them, for you trifling hoes who don't want to pick nobody. Now, don't be playing with me now. That's what Arlette really want to say. That's what she really want to say when she do this right here.
How tall are you again?
I'm 5'6" and a half. Oh, but you know, I don't know.
You see that laugh? You see that laugh? I'm telling you, man, I'm giving it to y'all. That's what that mean. That mean, don't play with me, girl. You the biggest one up here now. Don't be acting all bougie now.